This episode contains content that might not be suitable for most audiences. Viewers' discretion is advised. Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Doki Switcheroo. So, things are getting really weird, and if you guys haven't watched the previous episodes of this, hey, link to that is up there and in the description below where I'm not wearing pants. Anyway, let's get back into it, shall we? Okay, so something strange which I've seen so far is that Satori isn't here right now, so I'm wondering what's up with that. I might as well try to see if I can still get points for Satori, unless of course I can only get points for both Natsuko and Yuuri. So let's see, scars, god damn it. Frick, extreme. No! Okay, frick. What are some words? Calm. Why are all these words for... Okay, I'm going to try my best to get points for Natsuko, okay? As weird as it is, okay? Considering we've not seen any of the scenes with Natsuko, it'll be interesting to see them now. So, let's see. Fluffy. Alright, Scud. Flip. Yep. Dance. Alright. Question. Okay, rainbow. Right. Sugar. Precious. Or no! Soda. Hate. Right. Hair. Imaginate. No! Dream. No! Pink. Twirl. And smile. I hope that's enough points for Natsuko. Huh. You came back. Yeah. I told you I'm serious about this. It might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I'm the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Lion. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Jeez, Yuuri, it's literature, not open heart surgery. The world isn't just gonna end because she doesn't take it seriously. Of course, it doesn't hold the importance of heart surgery, but literature is important nonetheless, Natsuko. You'd think the vice president of the literature club would understand that. Annoyed, Yuuri sinks into a seat. Don't worry, Lion. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Natsuko shoots Yuuri with an irate glare. Thanks, Natsu. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, it would be a good time for you to find something to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like I said, I'm in the club now. So it only makes sense that I find a book to read, since that's one of the club's main club activities. Glad to hear. And as vice president of the club, I should help you get started. Actually, Natsuko, about that. Yuuri reaches into his bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want Lion to feel left out, so I picked up a book I thought you might enjoy. Yuuri turns to me. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. I was hoping after you finished it, we could, discuss it, if you wanted. He smiles amorously. I sigh, as if this guy wasn't cute enough already. I can't believe he brought me a book he thought I'd enjoy despite me not reading much. What a gentleman. I suppose reading it is the least I could do. Wow, Yuuri, thank you so much. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book and slip it into my bag. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Satori to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Satori appears to be sitting idly at the back of the room. Yuuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice his intense expression, like he was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuko is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuko utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. He seems to be annoyed by something. I approach in case he needs a hand. You need help looking for something in here? Freaking Satori never puts my stuff back where he finds it! What's the point in keeping everything organized if he's just gonna go mess it all up? Natsuko slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. That's a nice collection you've got there. Thanks. Feel free to take a closer look. That's okay. I can see everything from here. And I do mean everything. The majority of the collection appears to be hentai. It's no wonder he keeps his dirty stash hidden in the creepy school attic closet. Yeah, well, they're not all Japanese adult comics, you know? He reaches up and grabs a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. He pulls it out of the stack. This is one first manga sets I ever got when I was a little kid. He hands it to me. Parfait Babes? It's a series I've never heard of before. That either means it's way out of my demographic or it's just terrible. The cover features 4 teenage girls in scantily clad uniforms striking animated feminine poses. Is this supposed to be like Natsuko's version of like JoJo? Natsu, I'm shocked. Never expected someone like you to be into something so exceedingly moe. Yeah, judging a book by its cover, are you? Whoa. Well, come on then. I'll show you exactly why I liked this manga so much as a kid. Natsuko grabs me by my arm and pulls me out of the closet. He takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. He pats the ground next to him, signaling me to sit there. Isn't this better than using chairs? I suppose so. It's easier for us both to see the books this way. Actually, I meant it. It's because we get to sit all close together like this. He scooches closer, rubbing his leg against my Ayo! Alright. Don't make it weird. Natsuko giggles in amusement as I open the book. He leans in a bit. I glance at his face. He seems to be more eager to begin reading than I am. Man, how long has it been since I read this? Oh, you mean actually read this? Nah? And just what is that supposed to mean? I see why you loved this manga so much as a kid. No explanation needed. The slice of life affair stuff would never keep your interest with its lack of plot. The only reason why you liked this manga at all was because you could see up all the girl characters go. What the frig, Natsuko? Hey, there's plot! Oh, really? Tell me about it then. Well, find out for yourself. Keep reading. Fine. Might as well, since nothing is really happening yet. We read on for a few minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. I glance over and jump a little. Natsuko is staring at me. You sure this isn't boring for you? Not at all. It's not every day I get to share my manga and comics with others. To be fair, I'm pretty sure the majority of your collection is meant to be enjoyed alone. I can relate when it comes to sharing something you enjoy with someone else, especially if they're into it too. I feel the same way when I convince someone to play a video game. Well, this series probably isn't as interesting as your games. Even when the story picks up, it can get tedious to read. Especially when the story recaps itself and you feel like you have to reread dialogue you've already read a few chapters ago. So you admit there's little plot and the story itself isn't that interesting. What's left for you to like about this? Natsuko suddenly points at a panel on the page we're on. I love Minori. She has the most dramatic upskirt. Natsuko, what is your problem? I knew it. Fine, I admit it. Hey, I'm only human. I understand. You should probably save your libido for after school, though. Yeah, right. I could act like this at home. My mom would come by, what? I just can't be me around my mom. You know, I'm starting to feel like I should have probably went ahead and actually went down like Yuuri's route. But I know some of y'all out there really like Natsuko, so I figured this might be interesting. But anyway, what do you say? My mom will cut my something off if I acted like myself in front of her. She's crazy. So I express myself at school. I may get teased for it, but it's better than trying to be myself at home. Anyway, are we gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I continue reading. Time passes. Natsuko is strangely quiet. I look over at him. Yeah? He's gone! When did that happen? He had his leg pressed up against mine the entire time. I would have felt him move. Until I looked over just now. I felt him next to me. I swear I did. I mean, if that wasn't him, who was it? The light suddenly flickers and crackles. I jump to my feet. To my surprise, Yuuri and Satori are gone too. I'm the only one here. Guys, where'd everyone go? Oh! Who are you? was there. And may I just say, you look absolutely dashing today. Ah! Oh, hey. Oh, I mean, if you're coming on to me, I mean, hey, we could like set something up, baby. Hello? Yuuri? What the hell? The manga I was holding lies on the ground, face down on the open page. Wait, what? What did I just see? What was all that about? I look over at Natsuko, who wears a confused and startled expression. Almost all what about? And why did you scream? Why did I scream? Are you serious right now? You screamed first! Were you having a bad dream or something? Dream? I rubbed my head, feeling confused by Natsuko's question. I was just reading the manga. You were not! You fell asleep! I saw you! I'm the one who woke you up! I mean, there may not be much of a plot to this manga, but it's not that boring. Natsuko looks away, pouting. I'm so sorry, Natsu. Honest. I don't remember falling asleep. I don't even remember screaming. Well, you did on both accounts. 1 minute you're unconscious and collapsing into me. Next minute you're screaming in my face like a maniac when I try to wake you up. You sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What's with all this yelling over here? Oh, feeling disoriented, I look over at Natsuko. He sighs. Nothing. Didn't sound like nothing. What exactly were you two doing in the corner? Satori raises a suspicious brow. Come on, we were just reading. She saw a spider. It scared her and she screamed. I wasn't expecting it, so I screamed too. That's all that happened. Satori shrugs carelessly. Whatever. Reading time is over anyway. Let's share our poems. Well, I'm going to show it to Satori first. So, Lion, having fun so far? Yeah, absolutely. Great. Anyway, do you want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but it's what I agreed to. You didn't have to stay, you know. You could have quit at any time. That's not really what I meant. I wasn't talking to you. Oh. Oh, you're talking to me. Well, are you going to show me a poem or not? Yeah, of course. I quickly hand Satori my poem. Huh. Do you like it? What language is this? What do you mean, what language is it? It's the same as everyone else. Satori rolls his eyes and hands my poem back to me. I can't read this chicken scratch. Next time, make sure it's actually legible. Otherwise, I'll count it as a missed assignment. If you get 2 of them, you're out of the club. I'm sorry. I look away, embarrassed. Oh, whatever. Here's my poem. It's way past dinner time, yet way too early for breakfast. Not that it matters. I'm not hungry anyway. I sit alone in the twilight, tired and restless and empty. There are no stars tonight. They're all hiding. Mother Moon must be out searching for her children because she's absent from the sky as well. Go to sleep? I wish. My mind won't settle down. I just want to dive into a sea of sleep where I can comfortably drown. I'm scared. I'll never wake up. Forever trapped in an endless dream. No one is there to help me. No one is there to hear my screams. What's the point in complaining though? You don't care. I don't care. I'm not even supposed to be here. So, what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the best person to offer criticism. I wasn't looking for criticism. It's not like you could offer anything constructive anyway, seeing that you don't even know what you're doing. I guess that's true. So what was the inspiration behind this poem? Well, I guess you could say I had some sort of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yes, an epiphany. If you don't know what it means, go look at the dictionary on the shelf. I know what an epiphany is. Good for you. Also, I'm sorry for screaming earlier. I was startled. I didn't mean to be loud. It must have been one hairy, ugly spider you saw. They're everywhere up here, so try to get used to it for now. Another squeal like that might shatter these brittle windows. It's only slightly higher in pitch than Natsuko's girly scream. Thankfully, he's been conditioned to control it. A shrill squeak of his should be reserved for his home life, where it belongs with all of his other feminine behavior. Satori, that's unnecessarily cruel. Anyway, we're done here. What? To be honest, I didn't really learn anything from you. Do you maybe have any helpful writing tips for me? Satori thinks for a moment. Writing tips, huh? That's right. This way I can walk away with at least some useful knowledge after each of the sessions. You want a tip? Okay, here's one. Next time you write a poem, don't suck at it. That's my advice for today. Now get out of my face. I don't like the way he's doing this. Anyway, let's show this to Yuuri, I guess, and hope to God that doesn't get too weird. Huh. Yuuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for him to finish reading. Oh, I'm sorry. I promise I'm not ignoring you. It's fine. Take your time. Don't force yourself. I need some time to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Alright. Is this your first time writing a poem? Yeah, it is. It shows, right? Yes, I'm afraid it does. So it's that bad, huh? No. It's not bad, it's just... Yuuri furrows his brows and bites down on his thumb, deep in thought once again. Alright, so... There are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I've learned how to pick up on them. Seeing new writers trying to make their style more deliberate. Often picking a subject matter different from the style and then just form-fitting them together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuuri finds his train of thought, his demeanor does a complete 180. His stammering disappears and he sounds more like a teacher than a student. Now, this is not something you can be blamed for, of course. There are many techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. All of this comes with practice, learning from example, and trying new things. It also helps that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuko can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, I suppose you'll see what I mean eventually. Alright. So how about I check your poem now? Yes, of course. I would love to share my thought process behind it. My mouth is parched, desperate. I must rehydrate. I take a glass from the cupboard. I open the icebox. Shrinking away from the artificial light, I reach for a pitcher of water. I close the door and relish the return of the dark. I fill my glass and drink. Still thirsty, I fill the glass again. Then once more. I empty the pitcher. I remain unsatisfied. I refill the pitcher, only to drain it again. Every sip only leaves me thirstier, insatiable. I must replenish or go insane. Candle on the table, matchbox in my hand. The flame flickers. I flicker back. At last, my thirst is quenched. What are your thoughts? I really liked it. I like the imagery and the atmosphere of it all. I like how it made me feel while I was reading it. I like how it was short yet descriptive. It wasn't too short, was it? I mean, I do prefer shorter poems. I can write a longer one next time if you'd prefer. I like his style just the way it is. I really appreciate that. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. I like when my readers derive their own meaning out of my writing. You sure know a lot about this. It's nothing really. Remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Well, I could definitely learn a thing or two from you. I hope so. Right, Natsuko, what's up, my little dude? What's with this? What do you mean? Don't play dumb now. This wasn't written by an amateur. It's too good. Well, I appreciate that, but I wrote this myself. It's my first time writing a poem. Unbelieving, Natsuko looks over my poem again. He stares at me with a suspicious expression. Alright then, beginner's luck. Let's see if we can do it again tomorrow. Anyway, you can read my poem now. You might learn something from it. Oh, we've already read this before. But you guys can take a moment to read it if you like. That's completely up to you. I'm just gonna wait here for you guys to read it. All right. Have you guys had your fun with it? All right. Good. Good. All right. Let's go. Impressive, right? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I knew you'd love it. Most everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't usually take my writing seriously. But you seem like the type who understands how effective simple writing can be. Well, the point of writing is for people to express themselves. A person's writing style wouldn't make their message any less valid. Exactly! I knew you understand. I like when something is easy to read. But it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so we decided to write about it. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. And to me, nothing brings out feeling like poems that rhyme. Wow, more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad I was able to teach you something. I bet you didn't expect that from me, did you? I guess not. Thank you for the lesson. I decided to humor him with the last comment. I'm not sure what he meant by that. But if Natsuko is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from him. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That wasn't as stressful as I anticipated. I learned what I already knew. My writing abilities are mediocre at best. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. I still enjoy getting to know everyone and learning about their own techniques. I noticed across the room Satori is writing something in his notebook. My eyes then land on Yuuri and Natsuko. They exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I notice each of their expressions change. Natsuko's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuko dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Is that what that was? Huh. I guess I can see that now. But the language... Yeah? What about it? Well, if I may offer a couple suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually likes it. Which people did, by the way. Lion liked it. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time developing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lion liked my poem too, by the way. She even said she was impressed by it. Natsuko smirks and leans back in his chair, propping his feet up on the desk. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in impressing our new member, Yuuri. You're just... Yuuri suddenly stands up. Perhaps you're just jealous that Lion appreciates the advice of a mature individual, that she appreciates the views of a child. I'm the child? Are you that full of yourself? Besides, how do you know she didn't appreciate my advice more? Full of myself, am I? You're the one who goes out of its way to make everything you do overly masculine. As though you're compensating for something. Natsuko suddenly stands up. And what the hell is that supposed to mean? You know what it means. Well, you know what? I'm not the one who started stuffing his pants with socks as soon as Lion started showing up. Natsuko! Guys, shut up. Mind your goddamn business. Take out insecurities on others like that. You really do act as young as you look, Natsuko. Me? Look who's talking, you pretentious. Ugh. Pretentious? Sorry that my maturity and intelligence are too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Thank you for proving my point. You know, most people learn to get over themselves by the time they graduate middle school. But your precious private tutors didn't bother to teach you that, did they? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your immaturity by acting like a tough guy? That doesn't make you tough. It just makes you pathetic. Whoa, sick burn, Yuuri. You probably should have saved it for that collection etched into your arm. Did you just accuse me of burning myself? What is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Show Lion what really gets you hot under the collar. I'm sure she'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuuri turns towards me as if he just noticed I was sitting there. Lion, he's lying. He just wants to make me look bad. It's not true. He started it.
Wait, what? I am going down the Natsuko route. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yes. Sure. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Hi. Satori, what's up? Yeah?
Hey, Lion. I'm gonna get a drink from the vending machine. You've got this, right?
Hey. What is going on?
Suddenly, Yuuri turns towards me as if he just noticed I was sitting there. Lion! He's lying! He just wants to make me look bad. It's not true, he started it. Come on, guys. Why drag me into this? I don't even know anything about writing. This has nothing to do with writing. It has to do with Natsuko being an immature little twerp who throws a fit when someone doesn't agree with him. You better watch how you talk to me, you freaking snob. Don't think for a second I'm scared of you. I'll climb up there right now and smack the ever-loving poo out of you. I'd like to see you try it. Natsuko's face is blazing red. He clenches his fist. Lion, I think you should leave now. I really... Please leave now. Natsuko is furious. I'm nervous about leaving them alone. Natsuko is so much smaller than Yuuri. Huh. Maybe it's best for me to not witness that fight. I decide to leave and wait outside, hoping for the best. So, are they still fighting? Satori casually takes a sip of apple juice. I'm a little shocked by how calmly he's reacting to this. Satori, don't you think you should stop them? Why would I do that? Well, because it's your job as president to defuse any conflicts between club members. Oh, please. I'm not gonna waste my time worrying about that until we get an actual room downstairs. Which, by the way, we're on the list for. Told the student council president this morning that we now have 4 members. So we'll have a room no later than Monday. That's when everything becomes official. So that's when I'll start breaking up fights. But while we're still stuck in this dump, they can kill each other for all I care. Suddenly, Yuuri rushes out of the club room. He keeps his head down as he hurries past us and towards the exit without a single word. Well, I guess they're done. Time to assess the damage. I enter the room to see Natsuko sitting at the desk with his arms crossed, staring out the window. As I approach, I notice he isn't scowling. In fact, he wears a guilty expression on his face. Natsu? I didn't mean it, you know? You just made me so mad, and I said it without thinking. I swear I would never actually do it. I believe you. No idea what Natsuko might have said to Yuuri, or threatened to do to him. I'm sorry I yelled at you too, Lion. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Maybe it's this room. This room. I feel so angry in here. I shiver a little. I try to focus on the club and its members. But there's a creepiness about this place. Natsuko mentioned something about rumors yesterday that I haven't been able to get out of my head. Part of me is curious to hear those rumors. Not a part of me, however. Don't blame the room for your freak out. Natsuko shoots Satori an annoyed glare. Just forget it. You wouldn't understand. It's not that I don't understand, Natsuko. It's just that I don't care. Satori looks at me. Besides, I'm sure you'll forget about this by tomorrow. Completely. Yeah, I won't remember a thing. Natsuko says this sarcastically, rolling his eyes. I wasn't talking to you. Anyway, the club meeting is over. Both of you, scram. I've been wanting to be left alone all day. Natsuko briefly looks at me like he wants to say something, but quickly changes his mind. He stoically grabs his stuff and heads for the door. I start to follow. What? I stop at the threshold for some reason. What? Just do what? I turn to look at Satori. What? It's not here anymore. Huh. I'm not sure, but I feel compelled to talk to him. We probably should address his responsibilities as club president. Satori. Huh? Why are you still here? Satori, remember me? About the fight? I hate to say this, but you really should remember me. What? I think the club would really benefit if you would just remember me. What on earth are you talking about? I mean, regardless of what room we're in, it's still your job to remember me. You have to remember me. Lion, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries here. I just want you to remember me. He looks distressed all of a sudden. You're crazy. Flustered, I reach out and grab his hands. It's not as difficult as you're making it out to be. Please, Satori, just remember me. Do you hear me, Satori? Satori, remember me. Satori, remember me. And it's just repeating itself over and over. Satori, just freaking remember me. I don't know what that says. I don't read that. I don't know how to read that. Satori? Hello? A special poem? Yeah. Huh. I guess that's it for Act 2. I said yes! What the frick? Well, I'm still going for Natsuko, so let's see. Friends and fireworks and fight. Race car, violet. God damn it, love. A little bit of oh, god damn it. Just for a bit. Okay, puppy. All right, adventure. All right, lucky. Awesome is definitely a Yuuri word. Watch. God damn it, sing. Hug. No, why is that a Yuuri word? Party. Color. Pure. Swimsuit. Joy. God damn it, together. What? Install autopilot. Weird. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, I noticed things seem quieter than usual. Satori is sitting in the back of the classroom with his headphones on, flipping through a magazine. Natsuko is reading manga and Yuuri isn't here yet. Hey guys. Natsuko lifts his head and smiles at me. Welcome back, Lion. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Natsuko's expression, but something seems to be on his mind. Suddenly, Natsuko takes my arm and pulls me over to the corner of the room. Natsuko? About yesterday. I really need to apologize. True, Yuuri and I do argue sometimes, but never like that. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't feeling right in the head for some reason. What I'm trying to say is, we're not usually like this. Not me or Yuuri. Natsu. The door suddenly swings open and Yuuri enters the room. Hi, Lion. He glances coldly at Natsuko. Natsuko? Yuuri? I'm really, really sorry for everything yesterday. And I promise, I didn't mean the thing I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. Guys, something happened yesterday. Both Yuuri and Natsuko give me a strange look, clearly taken aback by my question. Are you serious? You don't remember the fight? I have no idea what the heck you guys are talking about. I don't remember anything bad happening. Satori's chuckling, grabs our attention. I told you she wouldn't remember or care about your dumb fight. Yuuri and Natsuko appear distressed by this. I don't recall any fight, but the weight of the alleged quarrel seems to hang in the air nonetheless. Hey guys, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I try not to worry about the little things anyway. Well, in any case, I'll accept your apology, Natsuko, if it helps you feel better about it. Good to hear. Well, now that you two have kissed and made up, maybe we can look forward to some peace and quiet today. Oh, screw off! Natsuko mutters this under his breath as he returns to his desk, clearly annoyed. I apologize for my tardiness, Satori. Yuuri looks at me. I had trouble sleeping last night, and I ended up falling asleep in the study hall. I didn't mean to lose track of time. Well, you know, your lack of dedication to the club is not very impressive, Yuuri. Cut him some slack, Satori. He said he didn't sleep well last night. He didn't come in much later than me anyway, so he didn't miss anything. I don't need to put so much pressure on him. Yuuri stares at me intensely. Satori, meanwhile, rolls his eyes and snickers. She stops acting like I was being serious. Like I really care if he shows up late. Or at all. Something tells me that Satori was more referring to all of us instead of just Yuuri. Having made his point, Satori carelessly turns away, putting his earphones back on and returns to his desk. Lion, you defending me like that, well, made me feel really good. I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. You know, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsu isn't waiting for me. After he finished reading yesterday, he'll be fine. He looks pretty preoccupied over there with his childish comics, see? Don't pay him any mind. He's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. My guy, I wrote my poem for Natsu. What the heck? So what's the story about? Well, Yuuri closes the book and flips it over, scanning his eyes over the back. The book is titled Wendigo Soul. There's a set of red fangs engraved on the front cover. Okay. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give away any spoilers. Basically, it's about this group of teenagers in the Old West. A horror story set in the Old West. That's an interesting concept. Yuuri snickered softly. I thought it was interesting too. See, the protagonists are the sons of the local cattle barons. Each goes through some form of horrific abuse at home. But things get strange when suddenly people from the town become infected with a strange virus that transforms them into large, ferocious creatures that feed on their own family members. As the story goes on, the friendship of the protagonists start to weaken as they each fall prey to the creatures of the virus. Things only get worse when the townspeople place the blame on a mysterious girl who lives in the woods with a pack of wolves. They accuse her of being a witch and intend to burn her alive, but she's really a... Oh, that might be too much of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. Ha, the book, I mean. Not the thing about burning the girl alive. Actually sounds kinda cool. Are you into that sort of thing, Lion? I love scary video games. I'm sure spooky books will keep my attention. I'm glad to hear that. Nothing quite keeps my attention like a spine-tingling story. I keep forgetting Yuuri is into macabre stuff. Though I can't really say I'm surprised, since it seems to fit his personality. See, stories like this challenge you to look at life from a whole new perspective. When horrible things happen, people are quick to point the finger at the outcast. Because outsiders should never be trusted and will just ruin everything anyway. Just stay where you belong. I'm not rambling, am I? Apologies.
That's okay, Yuuri. A little strange, but you know, I appreciate it.
I haven't lost interest or anything. That's good. I think I should warn you that I have this problem. I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts. I can hardly contain my raging.
What?
I tend to get a bit too overzealous.
My raging what? It's not there. It's not there.
So if I end up acting strange or if I talk too much, please feel free to tell me.
Okay, seriously, is it there? No, like it doesn't keep in the logs. Frick.
So if I end up acting strange or if I talk too much, please feel free to tell me.
Don't sweat it. It just means you're passionate about your reading. This is a literature club after all.
In fact, I had 2 copies of the same book. It's obvious what he wants. I reach into my bag and retrieve the book.
May as well get started reading on it, right?
I mean...
What the frick was that?
Only if you want to, that is.
Of course I want to.
In fact, why don't we read it together? Can I sit here? I slide into the seat next to him. Please do. His calm demeanor seems to be slowly intensifying. I'm not used to reading in company with someone. This promises to be a very delightful experience. He seems to be quite excited to get started.
I'm not exactly used to it either. So let me know if I end up distracting you, okay?
I'm sure I'll be able to control myself.
I open the book and start the prologue.
I still understand what Yuuri means by reading in company. It's as if I can feel his presence over my shoulder as I read. I suddenly see Yuuri in the corner of my eyes. I realize he's not actually reading from his own book. He's reading from mine. My eyes meet his intense gaze. Looks like I'm the one being distracting. I suppose. Well, is Yuuri a yandere in this one? I'm curious. I was just imagining your...
I'm glad I didn't need to read that.
No worries. I have an idea. I slide my desk up against Yuuri's and push my book between us. This should work, right? A very clever solution indeed. Yuuri immediately closes his copy and hastily places it into his bag. Once we each lean in a little bit, I realize that he's a bit too big for me to see over. His broad shoulders seem to be blocking me out. It's gonna take a little extra thought. I slide my leg under me and prop myself up on my knee, then lean over and rest myself on my elbows. I can see the book now. I just have to make sure I don't lean forward anymore or my chest will press against his arm. Are you sure you're comfortable like this? I'll be fine. You don't mind holding the book, right? Not at all. Yuuri opens the book. I squint my eyes a bit. It's hard to read that tiny text from so far away. I lean in a bit more, still keeping some space between Yuri's arm and my chest. But now, we're huddled even closer than before. It's kind of distracting. It's almost as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and he's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? For me to turn the page? Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know we started. I glance over at Yuuri and our eyes meet. There's no way I'll be able to keep up with him. I'm not exactly a speed reader. That's okay. I'm sure the small font isn't helping much. So I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. Just let me know when you're ready, okay?
Thanks, I appreciate it. We continue reading. Yuuri no longer asks if I'm ready for him to turn the page. He leaves it open just the right moment of time for me to finish before turning it off his own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Yuuri suddenly laughs a little. What's so funny? Well, if I can be completely honest, the Wild Forest girl kind of reminds you of you a little bit. Really? Yeah. She's blonde, smart, adventurous, and so attractive that the only way she could be hot... I see? My cheeks redden. Yuuri is no longer reading. His eyes are locked onto me. I can feel his leg rapidly bobbing up and down impatiently under the desk. Come to think of it, he's been a little fidgety since we started. Yuuri, are you alright? Huh? It's just your face is kind of red. Also, your leg is shaking. And your breathing's a little... My breathing? Yuuri places his hand on his chest as if to feel his heartbeat. Oh dear. Well, seems I'm a bit excited, aren't I? I'm fine. Don't worry. I just need a little walk and some water. Excuse me. Also, like, it doesn't escape me that, like, every now and then, whenever the CG changes, that his eyes were, like, drifting out towards us. Like, I noticed that detail, and it's kind of creepy, but I loved it. I love creepy details like these. Yuuri stands up, taking care to deliberately keep his back towards me, and hustles out of the room. That was weird. I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go. Lion, what was that all about? I have no idea. Yuuri was acting a little strange, I guess. You guess? Well, yeah. What exactly did you do to him? Do to him? I didn't do anything to him. Why would you assume I did something? Are you blind? The guy was harder than advanced calculus just now. God, I swear we didn't. Oh, calm down. I really don't care. Yuuri is horny 24/7. So this is nothing to be alarmed about. If you say so. Yeah. But anyway, why don't we share poems now? Shouldn't we wait for Yuuri? Don't worry, it won't take him long to blow his load. We'll all still be sharing by the time he gets back. Might as well get started. Ugh, alright. Was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Right. Yuri's gone. Satori. Hi. Writing going well? It's going alright, I guess. Satori shrugs. Could be worse. I mean, I don't expect a masterpiece out of you. At least you're trying. Why don't you show me what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Satori. Look at that. I can actually read this one. How cute. Reminds me of Natsuko's childish dribble. It's not bad, but it's not great either. If you like him so much, remember to indulge him when he tries to act macho. He can't act like that at home, so he gets it all out while he's here. Let him think you're impressed by his masculinity and he'll follow you around like a puppy. The things his mother makes him do at home are insane. He only obeys because he feels sorry for her. I guess he's afraid of her too. I've seen the bruises and slap marks on his face. Crazy woman beating her son into submission. Isn't that messed up? Can't really fight back or anything considering how puny he is. Not that being small is a bad thing. Plenty of girls are into that Shota boy look, right? Not really? No, that's really weird. Suddenly, the door swings open and Yuuri enters the room. Feeling better, McStroke. Don't be cross. I was simply getting a drink of water. Sure you were. I see you already started sharing poems. Without me. Yeah, we have. Perhaps if you spent more time in the club and less time repainting the bathroom stalls, you'd have been here on time. I'll go get my poem. Yuri's voice rumbles deeply as he slinks off to retrieve his poem. Anyway, check out my poem. I actually like this one. Whether or not you do is of little consequence. I pop my schlop off the top of my head. Angry thoughts. The angry thoughts are prickly to the touch. The prickly digs into my hand and becomes stuck. The angry thoughts are mean. The angry thoughts are way too strong. The angry thoughts get stronger. The prickles then grow longer. Angry thoughts, angry thoughts, angry thoughts. In my head, they glow. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. The angry thoughts eventually die, but when they do, they become hot and cold. I don't like the way they feel, forever embedded in my mind. Angry thoughts, angry thoughts, angry thoughts. Banging on my door, eating at my core, bleeding. I want the angry thoughts going on repeat inside of my head. Wow, I don't think Satori's okay. Pretty abstract again, huh? Yeah, what were you trying to... Never mind that. There's no point in explaining. It's not like you'd understand. Testing. Testing, testing. Okay, I can't hear me. What? Save game, load game, these are the menu options. Cool, I'm in the right place. Wait, what? Let's not touch that again. What did I just say? Whoa, who's talking in my head? I see. Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you heard that? Darn. How do I turn off speaking dialogue? What the? How about you? Did you see anything? Tell me if you saw that. Let me just... Where's this stupid pop-up box thing? Here we go. Just hit OK, okay? Oh, wow, what am I doing? Whoa, what is going on? Holy frick. Pretty abstract again, huh? Yeah, what were you trying to... Never mind that. There's no point in explaining. It's not like you understand. Anyway, we're done. Good job improving your handwriting. Make sure you keep that up. Thanks. A little weird, but whatever. Yuuri next. I can't tell you how excited I am for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuuri closes his eyes and gently inhales. Intoxicate. Hey, yo! Yuuri, why are you so down bad? What the frick? Yeah, that is... The poem, it turned out good. It's... Well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. I cherish anything written by your hand. Thanks, Yuuri. It's nice to hear from someone with your experience. I didn't mean for it to come out as awkward as it did, so thank you for not making it weird. Here's the poem I wrote. I hope you like it. Yeah, socket, a ball joint, clasped in a socket, rubbing, something, whispering voices, rising sea, 7 snarling beasts, a packed can, a gateway into a dream, a strand of yarn wrapped around a chain, a ripped shirt, hysterical laughter, a shrinking whirl. Life sustained by broken clocks. Wait, where was I? Existence of nothing. Floating in the open sky. Plummeting. A confession written in lies. A confession written in venom. Controlled by broken clocks. A blade disconnecting all lies. A kaleidoscope of snarling beasts. Sensual moans. Erupting sea. Evil disproving the existence of good. A ball joint rotating in its socket. 40 voices screaming across time. A scream that echoes once for every rotation on the planet. A voice that screams every time a broken clock ticks every time. Something of snarling beasts chained to the existence of a parked car in a dream. A kaleidoscope of time written in lies. A broken clock connecting a sea of venom and whispering voices in all directions. Broken voices, broken somethings, broken can, broken gateway, broken venom, broken lies, broken snarling beasts, broken confessions, broken clocks, broken screams, broken sea, broken socket, broken existence. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a bit hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, you left a pen on your desk yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I really like the way it writes. I actually wrote that poem with it, and now you're holding it. Why don't we cut this short before I say something too embarrassing? You can keep the poem, though. I'm just gonna say this, I'm kinda into Yandere Yuuri. Like, holy frick, like, kind of a freak, but I'm into it. This one's pretty good. Really? Yeah, it's a lot like yesterday's, actually, and that one was good, too. Well, I guess I should try something a little different next time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I expect you to try different things. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending a lot of time with Yuuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. So it would have been nice of you to give me a heads up that you were gonna ditch me to read with him. Still, have a look at my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Well, this classroom has a splash of color. I look around frantically. Once again, I find myself standing alone in the room. Guys, where'd you go? This isn't funny. I swear, if you jump scare me again. Oh no, it's gonna do it again, isn't it? It's gonna jump scare me. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I should be terrified. Oh no, don't do it, please. Oh, not the jump scare. Oh no, I'm so spooked. My God, don't do this to me, please. I'm begging you. No, so scary. Oh, yeah, that is pretty spooky. Yeah! Christ! Oh my God, thank God that bit ended right then and there. If it went out any longer, it would have been pretty weird. What is with you? If you don't like my manga or my poems, just say it, don't scream it. Yeah, I think I get it. The message in this poem is don't be a jerk and judge someone for their weird hobbies. Am I right? Don't even pretend like you didn't freak out a second ago. What is your problem? If you don't want to hang out around me because you want to spend all your time with Yuuri, just say so instead of acting like a crazy person. I reach out and grab Natsuko by his tie and jerk him closer. Look, this has nothing to do with whether or not I want to spend time with you or Yuuri. There's something wrong with this room. It's messing with me. Now I want some answers. The day I came here for the first time, you told me no one else comes up here because of rumors. What rumors? Tell me, Natsu. Tell me! Okay. I didn't mean to lunge at him like that. I didn't even realize I did it until I was already at his face. Alright, look. About a year ago, some girl, offed herself up here. A bookworm. Loner. The kind of girl who never really talked to anyone and just kept to herself. It was like she just gave up on people. Huh. It said that she'd come up here and read or just talk to herself. But like, in different voices. It's kind of sad when you think about it. Are you telling me this game has its own set of lore? Are you telling me that this mod of an already pretty creepy visual novel has its own lore? Is that what you're telling me here? Anyway, one day she came to school with a big kitchen knife. She was up here yelling like she was arguing with herself. Then it went quiet. No one did anything that day since it wasn't too unusual for her to come up here and talk to herself. They didn't even discover her body until the following Monday. The door was locked, so they had to kick it down. They found her, stabbed to death in a puddle of her own blood. Some say she was still alive when they found her, but died before they could help. So this section of the school is haunted now. But it's just a rumor. Truthfully, I don't believe it. There's something wrong with this room. It's not a ghost. What do you think it is then? Natsuko pauses, staring down. It looks like he wants to say something. Forget it. Doesn't matter what I think. I told you about the rumor, so we're done now. Let's just finish reading our poems, alright? Alright, losers. Get around, I've got some news. This is about a festival. No, it's about us getting a room downstairs. We'll be out of this black mold-ridden poop hole by Monday. Great, so we'll have an actual room just in time for the festival. We're doing something for the festival, right? Why bother? It's not like we have any time to put together anything good. We'll only end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. I agree with Satori. Plus, I don't do well with last-minute preparations. Come on, guys, the festival is our last chance to get more members. We can put something together if we keep it simple. Let's go. Why do we need to bring in more members? There's already enough of us to be considered an official club. Besides, more members will mean things will be more difficult to manage. Satori is hardly of any help to you now. Do you really think you'll be able to manage more by yourself? Hey, I'm the one who got us a room, smart butt. I do stuff. Well, sure. As long as you don't have to do any manual labor. Yeah, I expected a comeback like that from someone who never skips arm day. Satori finishes with a lewd gesture. Guys, let's get serious for a minute. Don't you morons want to share your passion with as many people as you can? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. so that we could actually work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. You agree with me, don't you, Lion? Don't pressure her into siding with you, Natsuko. Look, I enjoy reading and writing, but my real reason for joining this club was because it was small and quiet. I didn't join in the hopes that we'd attract more members. I'm sure Lion didn't either. And you, Natsuko, may be vice president, but we all know the real reason you helped start this club. You just needed a place to hide from your mother all day. There's no passion in this club. We're only here to hide from our problems and responsibilities at home. And that's all of us. Natsuko is clearly upset by Yuuri's words. That's not true at all. Is it? Natsuko looks at me and Satori. Irritated, Satori looks away. Much like Satori, I'm indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Natsuko wanted, I'd be lying. Still, if it were up to me to rescue the situation. Natsu. No. Yuri's right. This club is just for a group of losers to hide from their home life. I was stupid for thinking it was something more. I mean, I'm not against getting new members or anything. Lion, appreciate you trying to help. You're only here because we guilt-tripped you into joining. There's no point in this club. Natsuko sits down at his desk, eyes down. Well, bravo, Yuuri. I beg your pardon. All I did was speak the truth. Is it a crime to be honest? It is absolutely not a crime to be honest. However, being an insensitive prick about it is incredibly counterproductive. Besides, who do you think you are, calling us a bunch of losers who are hiding from our problems? Hey, I just wanted some place to hang out with a few friends. Is that too much to ask? Look, just a mention of adding new members is tearing us apart. If the member count increases, how long do you think our friendship will last? It's not easy for me to make friends, okay? I hardly even spoke until Lion showed up. Now Natsuko wants to take the only place I feel comfortable and ruin it. I don't think that's his intention. No, Lion. It won't be the same. If I want to feel awkward in front of a large group of people, I don't know, I'm gonna join some other club. If that's the direction he's taking it, then what's the point of being here? Yuuri suddenly grabs his book bag. I'm going home. I just don't want to be here right now. Yuuri. Yuuri ignores me and walks out of the door. Well, damn it. Now what do we do? I don't know. You have any opinion on the festival, Satori? Not really. I'm pretty satisfied with the way things are now. I wouldn't object on getting new members either. What about you, Lion? I'm indifferent, I guess. But if you take your responsibilities as president and vice president into consideration, it's your duty to consider everyone's perspectives and make the decisions that's right for the club. Well, I mean, what do you want to get out of this club? Yeah, Lion, think long and hard about your answer. Shut up, Satori! Well, I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. For the club to provide something I can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. The indirect answer of the year award goes to Lion. Come on down. You're so immature. I agree with you, Lion. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while is necessarily a bad thing. So I'm still down with planning a festival event. Who's with me? Count me in. You both look over at Satori. Fine, I'll help too. Sweet, maybe you can talk to Yuuri tomorrow and convince him to help. Yeah, not in agreement. Hey, Natsuko. What is it? I just want you to know. You're a pretty okay vice president. I have a feeling you're gonna help turn this club into something that's not too terrible. Thank you for the adequate compliment. You're a very weird friend. Whatever. We'll pick up this awkwardness tomorrow. Alright, sounds good. In that case, meeting officially over. Everybody out? Satori. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I have a word with you before we leave. Me? Yes. It's important. See you guys tomorrow then. I wave as Natsuko exits the classroom. So, what do you want? Satori. I think you should cancel tomorrow's club meeting. What? I just don't think we should come back to this room. This room? Why? Oh, for goodness sake! Let me guess. Natsuko told you a little ghost story and now you're afraid to be in here, is that it? Satori, something weird about this room. I I've been seeing things. Yeah, like what? A ghost? I don't know if it's a ghost or if it's something different. All I know is we shouldn't be in here. It's affecting everyone. I think it's also affecting you. The only thing that bothers me about this room is the smell of mold, the rats in the walls, the shoddy electrical wiring. Not ghost. And certainly not some kind of unexplained phenomenon. This room, it's affecting your personality. Beyond these evil walls. You're a nice guy. I know you are. We need to get out of here. Look, if you're too scared of being here, then don't just don't show up tomorrow. This is some ploy to scare me out of here. Yeah. I did it. I broke out. Huh? Well, Dad gave me a big headache. That doesn't matter right now. Satori, you gotta listen to me. What? We have to get out of this room. I need to tell you something before it's too late. I gotta tell you why. Not yet. Not yet. No. No. Yes, give me a special poem. Stare the dot to reveal a special message. Sure. Yeah. Screw you! God damn it. Well, more poems. I'm gonna still go. Nah! Cheer. Rainbow. Fantasy. Amazing. Milk. Milk for Natsu. Okay, let's see. Clouds. Kawaii. Maybe a bit of Thai. Oh, god damn it. Strawberry. Lollipop. Let's see. Cage. God damn it. Nibble. Soda. Breathe. God damn it. Feather. Poof. Hair. Flip. Let's see. Sunset. Okay. It's still saying, like, installing autopilot. I don't know what's up with that. Hi, Lion. Yuuri seems energetic today, despite looking a bit disheveled. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Satori, did you move my... where is he? He's never been late before. Ugh, inconsiderate as usual, Natsuko. I know you're not talking to me. Well, who else is constantly interrupting my conversations with his incessant yelling? Okay, first of all, this is literally the first time I've interrupted any of your conversations, so knock off with the exaggerations. Secondly, watch how you talk to me, because I'm the vice president in case you forgot. Satori, I decided yesterday that we're going to be doing something for the festival. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Natsuko? Nobody cares. Why don't you go play with your hair in the girls' bathroom or something? What? Natsuko suddenly stalks off to the back of the room towards the closet. Well, looks like I'm the last one here. What was holding you up? Satori briefly looks at me. I was talking to student council president again, trying to get us that room sooner. But I said we have to wait until Monday. Anyway, I'm surprised to see you back in here, Lion. Thought this room creeped you out. Huh? Well, it's kind of dark. It smells like mildew. It's not so bad. I'm glad you ended up seeing things my way. I'm not really sure what Satori's referring to, but I don't have much time to think about it as I notice... this is just narration, okay. I don't have much time to think about it as I notice Natsuko's return carrying one of his larger boxes of manga. Hey, Yuuri. What do you want now? Natsuko suddenly hurls the box of books through the air. It connects hard with the side of Yuri's head. Satori ducks out of the way as I jump back with my hands up as the books scatter everywhere. Yuuri retracts, holding his hand to the side of his head, groaning intensely. I told you how you watch! I told you to watch how you talk to me, you... Natsuko! What's your problem? He's my problem. He never respects me and I'm sick of it. That is not how you solve that issue. For God's sake, you just yeeted a box of books at his head. Yeah, next time it'll be a desk. Why, you foul-tempered little... I should snap you in half. Yuuri suddenly stands up to his full height. He's unbelievably intimidating and I disappear into his shadows. But as small as he is, Natsuko doesn't seem to be bothered in the least. Come at me, Dracula! That's enough! I snatch one of the books from the ground and hurl it between them, catching everyone's attention. I point at Natsuko. You! Outside! Now! But... I said, get outside! Finally, Natsuko relents. Fine, I'll do that. It'll spare me from having to look at his dumb face. With that, Natsuko storms out the door. I then point at Satori. Go with him and calm him down. You can't tell me what to. Now get the hell out of here! Ugh, whatever. Satori reluctantly follows Natsuko outside. Yuuri takes a step towards the door. Yuuri? Lion, Your head. I notice a little bit of blood seeping from a small cut above Yuri's left eyebrow. Yuuri gently lifts his hand towards the injury and visibly winces as he brushes his fingers across it. It's fine. It didn't hurt me as much as it looked. He must not realize he's bleeding. Sit down. Please. It looks like he wants to object at first, but then he appears to change his mind. He passively takes a seat at the front of one of the desks. I approach his left side and brush some of his hair out of the way. Lion. It's okay, I got it. I flick my tongue out and gently lick the blood away. Yuuri groans a little but remains still. I take a closer look at the wound. It's just a little cut. The bruise around it is bigger than the cut itself. But Yuri's whimpers of pain lets me know it still hurts. Here, let me just... I lean in close to his face and focus on a small stream of breath directly onto the cut, gently blowing on it. There we go. Does that feel better? Yuuri just gazes up at me wordlessly. I smile and giggle a little. So, you still want to read with me? I'm already engaged in the story and... Yes, we could do whatever you want. I mean, that sounds delightful. I'll get the book. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuuri stands up and walks to the closet. I follow and watch as he retrieves a pitcher from the shelf, the kind of filter inside. Would you hold this for a second? Yuuri hands me the pitcher and fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this at the teacher's desk, and then I'll get some water. He walks past me and sets the kettle on the teacher's desk. I simply watch his movements. His broad shoulders and long torso make Yuuri appear elegant, yet masculine and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Here you go. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well go with you. Don't trouble yourself. You stay here. I won't be long. Pitcher in hand, Yuuri hurries out of the classroom. What's that sound? What? What's going on? Ayo! Yeah! Goodness! Yuuri jumps back, almost spilling the water in the pitcher he's holding. You're back. Yeah. There's no running water up here, so had to go downstairs to fill the pitcher. I admit, I kinda got turned around and, well, forgot what I went down there for in the first place. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I'd be gone for over 10 minutes. I can see why you dozed off. So what kind of tea did you bring? Well, I thought it'd be nice to have some oolong tea today. Wouldn't you agree? Sure. Very well. Yuuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Especially you. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, he even starts humming a little to himself. He must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Lion. It's very endearing. That's... Yuuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Lion, I have an idea. How about we sit on the floor today? Yeah, that's fine. Any particular reason why? I think it might be more comfortable for you considering your figure. His eyes slowly travel down to my chair.
You absolute freak, what is wrong with you?
It's probably not very good for your lower back to be reading while slouched over a desk. Sitting on the floor will improve your posture. His gaze finally returns to my face. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yuuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. He opens the book, and I find I'm having a very difficult time seeing the text from here. I can't really see. Oh, is this better? He scoots closer until it's pressed up against me. He holds the book so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, my left arm is practically resting on top of his leg. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? How's he supposed to focus on reading like this? We both make an attempt to put on intense reading expressions. After a few minutes, we both relax a little. We both read quietly for a while. Suddenly, I feel a chilly breeze nip at the back of my neck. I shudder a bit. It must have been more than I thought, as it seemed to have caught his attention. Are you alright? Yeah, sorry, I just felt a random chill in the air. A random chill, you say? Interesting. Perhaps the rumor is true. What rumor? The one about the girl who game overed herself up here. Right, Natsu told me about it the other day. Ah, you know about the story? Do you believe it, Lion? He smiles knowingly. I'm not sure. Do you? Well, I can't say for sure whether or not it happened. It would be very unfortunate if it was true, though. The poor girl. Do you believe in ghosts, Yuuri? A chill runs down my spine as I ask that. I suddenly remember just how creepy this room actually is. Why'd I even come back here? Huh. I've never experienced an encounter with one. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. That said, I don't think this room is haunted per se. There can be many explanations for the strange things that happen up here. The scratching on the windows is just the overgrown tree branches outside scraping against the glass. The sound of scuttering in the walls are just mice or a raccoon at most. The eerie whistling can be attributed to the wind blowing in through the cracks in the windows. The chilly bite in the air, just the breeze. The damp smell comes from the mildew. All of it can be explained. So you can see, the creepiness in this room. It's just your imagination. Even if someone did die up here, it just adds to the ambience of it all. To be completely honest, everyone else might want a newer, nicer room downstairs. I kinda like it up here. You like it up here? Yuuri laughs a little. Of course. It doesn't bother you, does it? Well, no. If there's a ghost up here, I'd like to talk to her. It would be immensely fascinating to chat with an apparition, don't you think? It may even be interesting to be possessed by a spirit. Oh, I didn't frighten you, did I?
No, of course not. I mean, heck, you ain't the only one who's into possessions and possessiveness. Again, the bitter cold chill runs across my neck. Without thinking, I lean into Yuuri even more. Sorry, it's just cold in here and you're just really warm. Yuri's expression breaks. He starts to tremble. He starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Lion. Shh, Yuuri. Suddenly, I forcefully grab Yuuri and pull him to his feet. Our teacups get knocked over. Lion? Once in the closet, I press myself against Yuri's torso, wrapping my fingers around the sides of his jacket. Yuuri, I felt this. I felt it since the day I joined this club. Something wrong with this room, Yuuri. I don't know what it is. Every time I come up to this room, my heart starts pounding. You feel it too, don't you? It's driving me crazy. I can't focus on anything. But I just feel so safe in your arms. Will you keep me safe, Yuuri? Will you keep me safe? Lion, yeah! A gust of wind whips through the room, yanking open the closet door. Startled, both Yuuri and I leap away from each other. I look around, confused. I'm not sure what happened and caused us to find ourselves in such a compromising position. I can tell Yuuri seems just as confused and shaken up as I am. Lion, I'm sorry. It's fine, Yuuri. Why don't we share our poems now? Yeah, let's do that. Right. Oh, special poem. Let's do it. Anything for Mother. I can't describe the overwhelming sense of gratitude I feel when I see Mother in a happy mood. It's delightfully surreal. On these days, you never guess the pain that she's gone through. I only wish these days occurred
more often than they do. She's always taken care of me and always got along. She fed, sheltered, loved, and taught me the difference between right and wrong. I have a perfect mother. She's the very reason I'm alive. I guess that's why it hurt so much when she asked me, "Why did you survive?" Arms of affection become shields of deflection, and I'm faced with dejection. I can't describe the overwhelming sense of dread I feel. But mother makes requests of me that are outrageously outreal. Any other boy would flat refuse and say, "This I do forbid." But I accept the punishment for the crime I didn't know I did. She's always the woman of power, strength, and grace. And if I dare disobey, I catch a hard slap on the face. It's instantly demeaning, and I hesitate to confess. My mother says, "Put on this dress." You put on the freaking dress. Destructive as a twister. You owe me, little mister, for the death of your twin sister. The baby girl she'd always wanted since the age of 3 passed away at 2 days old. I guess that's because of me. But I love mother so much. If all that she's been through, being the daughter that she lost is the least that I could do. I absolutely hate it. This double life is not ideal. I mainly do it because of the overwhelming guilt I feel. My home life must remain a secret, but there isn't any doubt. I'll gladly take a shotgun bullet to the brain if anyone finds out.
That is horrifically dark. What? I'm guessing that was from Natsuko? Yuuri?
At last! Yuuri sighs as he reads my poem. Afterwards, he holds it against the lower half of his face and gently inhales. I love it. I love everything about it. Lion, please let me take this home. I must have it. I need it.
Sure. I don't mind.
You're far too nice to me, Lion. I've never met anyone quite like you. Yuuri slowly lowers my poem to his chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room, right next to my bed. Do you like the thought of that? I'll take very good care of it. When I get home, I'm gonna read it again while, having fun with myself over and over. I'll set it on fire and press the ashes into my fresh, open burns. I hope you'll want my poem too. I mean, after you read it, I'm sure you'll want to take it home with you.
Very riveting. Oh my god, like the way, I kind of hardly explain just how beautiful this poem is. Like, god, your use of your vocabulary. Oh my god, I can't wait to bring this home with me. Oh, is that a face? God, oh.
Do you like it? I wrote it for you. I wrote this one with your pen too. I put a lot of intimacy into this poem. I was thinking of you the entire time. I think of you all the time. Oh my. Please excuse me.
Yuuri rushes out the door past Satori and Natsuko, who are just entering.
Jeez, what's his problem?
What were you two doing in here alone this whole time, Lion?
Yeah, well, we started sharing our poems.
What?
Great, thanks for waiting for us. Natsuko slinks off to get his poem.
Man, I didn't write one last night. I'll start caring again on Monday.
Your dedication is staggering, Satori.
So, where's your poem, Lion?
Yeah, let Yuuri have it.
Natsuko scowls, visibly upset.
Gross! Well, it's not like I wanted to read Yuri's stuck-up poem anyway. But I'm still gonna make you read mine.
Natsuko looks around nervously and lowers his voice.
There's a reason. I really had to do this. I'm sure you'll understand. Just read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up. I tried rehearsing it out loud, but it sounds too crazy to say to your face, and writing it down feels less insane. Anyway, you and I both know there's something wrong with this room. Satori may be oblivious to it, but I know Yuuri feels it too, and for some reason, you seem to feel it the most. Okay, this is gonna sound really, really bizarre, but try to bear with me. I don't think this room exists. I mean, we're standing in it, obviously, but I think there's more to it than that. I'm not sure if it's a vortex or to a different reality or what, but that's the only way I can describe it. Who knows? Maybe in its own reality, a girl really did game over up here. Oh frick, I completely missed where it was. And still haunts it. But I know it wasn't a girl in the school because no one else has heard this rumor. I'm pretty sure the only reason we know about it is because we're in here. And maybe the ghost wants us to know about it. We need to get everyone out of here before it's too late. This room is gonna make us kill each other if we don't leave now. Satori and Yuuri will just yell at me if I try to tell them. And I don't think the room will let us leave if it knows we're aware of what's going on. Please, help me come up with a way to get everyone out without telling them the truth. Don't let them know I wrote this. Just pretend I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Natsuko, you must be completely insane if you think I believe in this garbage. Forget everything you wrote down. There's no point in trying to do anything. If everyone is acting weird, it's because of you and your childlike imagination. Do you hear me, Natsuko? This room is perfect. This club is perfect. Are you just trying to drive everyone away? This room is the only place we can be safe. Don't ruin that for us. Don't you dare freaking ruin it. We're all staying here. No one's escaping. Not even you. You're not going anywhere. Understand? You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. What have I done? End? I don't think that was the end. Alright guys, time to make weekend plans for festival preparations. Chop chop, I don't have all day. Sweet, I've been waiting for this. I assume you'll be handling the task of supplying the donuts, Cupcake Boy. I know you're at least good at that. Ugh, that's right. I assume you'll be handling the task of being a butthole to everyone. I know you're at least good at that. Yeah, also I'll be making poetry pamphlets. As for Yuuri and Lion, well, you're both useless. Feel free to be useless together, I suppose. I beg your pardon, Sadori. But we're not useless. We can't very well have a successful poetry event without the right atmosphere. So I'll be handling the decorations. It will be very meticulous work, so I will be more than happy to have Lion's assistance. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hang on a second. Baking is pretty meticulous work too. What, your donuts? Please. And how would you know? Hey, you know what? I'll stop this bickering once and for all. Lion will be helping me this weekend. Ugh, like hell she is. That's right. Satori, your job is most suitable for one person. Would it make sense for her to help one of us? It would make way more sense. I really don't feel like hearing you two, bickering about who gets to work with her. Here's an idea. Why don't you help each other? Spend a weekend together and work out some of that, some of that tension you got there. It is actually scary how bad you two want each other. Natsuko and Yuuri fanfics, please, please, I need to see these. There, are we done? We sure as hell are not done. Yeah, in fact, why don't we let Lion choose who she wants to work with instead of abusing her power? Oh, come on. Does she really look like she cares? She's been standing there dead-eyed for the past 5 minutes. You bore her as much as you bore me. Satori will just shut up and let her make the choice. You shut up. Jesus Christ. Lion, please just choose one of us. What? Why? Satori? Actually, I have plans this weekend. Sorry, I won't be able to help any of you. Are you kidding me? Well, there you have it. This isn't fair at all. That's too damn bad. You wanted her to have a choice? Perhaps her plans can be changed? It'd be awful to have to do all this work ourselves. Nobody gave you any work, Yuuri. You decided for yourself. I'm the one with the actual workload. If she should be helping anyone, it's me. You. Natsuko, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Excuse me? Did you ever think that she might have made up that excuse because she doesn't want to be around a pathetic child all day? Why'd you think anyone would want to be around an obnoxious little twerp like you? Boggles my mind. Besides, it's obvious you hate yourself just as much as everyone else hates you. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered, well, deleting yourself? It's not like anyone would miss you. Plus, it will be beneficial to your mental health. Dude. Natsuko clenches his fists in rage. It looks like he's actually about to throw a desk at Yuuri's head. But to my surprise, he actually takes a step back. You know what? Not even worth my time, you sick freak. Natsuko snatches his book bag. I'm going home. That's right. Go home crying to your mommy. Don't leave tear stains on your pretty new dress. Natsuko pauses with an indignant huff. He shoots Yuuri with one last glance of seething hatred before heading out the door. Satori follows. Hey, Lion. Have a good weekend. Satori flashes a sly smirk as Yuuri pushes him out the door. Gah! Don't leave me alone with him! Finally. This is what we both wanted, isn't it? Lion. I've noticed you've been very forceful towards me the past few days. Pressing yourself against me when we read, pulling me in the closet with you, saying crazy, passionate things. I want you to know. I get the hint. And the answer is yes. The hell was the question? I wasn't sure I was picking up on your cues correctly at first. I didn't want to make any assumptions and accidentally come off as a lecher. But now that I know for sure, I can finally share my true feelings. I have a confession to make. The truth is, I'm madly in love with you. Feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. It's been making it impossible for me to focus on anything. I get aroused just being in the same room as you. I think about you all the time. I even put the pen you gave me in my butt. It's not even my pen! I love you so much. I even burned your name into my arm. I just want to shove you into an open oven and crawl inside to savor the flames with you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone want to revolve their entire life around you? I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me. No freaking way. I don't care anymore. I don't even care if the ghost is in here listening. Yuuri? Lion, I just want you to be mine. And I will be yours. Doesn't that sound nice? Tell me, Lion, will you be my lover? Please, say you accept my confession.
Okay. What's going on? Uninstall autopilot. I'm back? What the? It's my lighter fluid. Oh God, Yuuri, listen to me. No. Calm down. Your pyro boner can we can leave that for another time. Calm down. For the love of God, Yuuri. I'm freaking begging you. Yuuri? No! My guy? Oh no. Well, he dead. He's very dead. I don't even know what any of that is saying, but he's very, very dead. My God, he dead. Oh my God, he's so dead. What is that even saying? I don't even know if it says anything in the history. What happened? What is this? Oh my God, Yuuri, what did you do? Oh my God. Somebody help. Why can't I move? It hurts. Every part of my body is in excruciating pain. Oh my God, my skin is burning. I'm burnt up. I'm all burnt up. Somebody please help me. Why can't I hear myself? Why can't I scream? Oh my God, somebody find me, please. It hurts so much. Uncontrollable sobbing. Please help me. Is this more? Okay, it's still going. I don't know what all of this is saying. Holy frick. I don't know if it's actually updating as it goes or like if this is all there is to it. Holy frick, this is
This is uncomfortable to look at. My god, but those eyes, those dashing eyes of yours, Yuuri. Holy frick, it's still going. It's still going. But how can you say no to that smile? God damn it. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I just know for a fact that this video is definitely not getting monetized. Like, this is incredibly disturbing. And my god, like, the imagery here is just, it is just wild. How long does this even go on for? Holy frick. Wait, can I skip? No, wait, I can. Oh my god. How long does this go? My god, it's still going. Holy frick, it's still going. Huh. This is the only time in a visual novel I can skip, by the way. I mean, like, I've not gone through this before, but it's just, wow. Huh, we're just watching him decay. Oh god, we're still watching him decay over time. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, it's still going. And it's still going. My god. He's rotten. He's rotten. Alright, it's festival time. What the? Oh my god. What happened in here? Oh god. I'll go get it. Yeah. Natsuko? What? Satori? Well, it's about time we got to this part. Let me just clean up in here. Ew, what the? Did she eat part of its face? Savage! Looks like she didn't die right away. I bet it took all weekend. And she must have really suffered. I didn't think. I shouldn't dwell on it. Let me just get this going. Delete base character fem. What? Almost done. Are you deleting me too? What the frick? There we go. Now then, how about you two get to know each other a little better? This will only take a second. What? Well, this has gone swimmingly well. Uninstall corrupt Satori autopilot. Huh. My head. What the? Who are you? Hi, Satori. Any idea why we're in here? Where the hell are we? What's going on? How'd I? Ah! My head is killing me. What happened? Let me be your voice so I can tell him the truth for you. Yeah, sure, whatever. You brought us here. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know where here is. I don't even know who you are. I'm lying. No, you're not. But I am. I'm the real Lion. Look, I know Lion. We've been friends since we were toddlers. I know everything about her. You're not her. Now tell me where she is. Why do you care so much about her anyway? I'm the real one. You're supposed to be in love with me. You're out of your mind. Let me out of here. Now. There's no place outside of here. It's just you and me now. This is the end of the game. Game? What are you talking about? Look, just let me go, okay? I just want to find my friends and leave. Man, you're dumb. You can't leave. Besides, all your friends are dead. What? No. That's not true. Yeah, it is. You killed everyone. That's why we're here. I killed them? No. No! You're a liar! Well, technically, Yuuri went crazy and killed himself and Lion. But you still killed Natsuko. Brutally, in fact. It's not true. This stuff never happened. Why are you lying to me? Hey, it surprised me too. You're such a nice guy after all. I wasn't expecting you to get that dark. Stop it! Why are you doing this to me? Just let me and my friends go. I already told you, this is the end of the game. Yeah, it's just us now. The others are gone. Just accept it. What game? I don't know what you mean. This game. The one I'm playing right now. You're trying to tell me you didn't know this whole thing is a video game. Jeez, this mod is really different from the original. I'm the player. Your friend, whatever you want to call her, was just my in-game avatar. She never really existed. None of them did. All of them were just characters in this game. And since you deleted their character files, they really don't exist anymore. This is how it's supposed to be, though. Me being in here with the club president. It's an inevitability etched into the game. It's just us now. Forever and ever. No. No, you're crazy! That's impossible! Somebody! Help! Get me out of here! Please! Scream all you want. Nobody can hear you. You'll eventually have to make peace with this reality. And it's okay if it takes a while for you to come to terms with this. You have all the time in the world. It'd be a nice conversation to help ease your mind. There's plenty we can talk about. Let's see. What do you want from me? Huh? You say we'll be together in here forever. Why? Why would you want this? What I end up with in this room is not exactly by my decision. The club president is the one who traps the player in here, not the other way around. This is how the game is supposed to be. This is not how it's supposed to be! I shouldn't be in here. I want to go home. Look, I didn't design this game. I'm just playing it. And no offense, but you're not a very lively conversationalist. Are you supposed to be this boring? If you think I'm so boring, then tell me how to fix this dumb game so I can bring my friends back. Jeez, I like the original DDLC so much better now. Fine. Truth is, there is a way to save them all. Then do it. You're not gonna like it. Can't be any worse than being stuck in a dark room floating in space with you. Alright. I can resurrect everyone and reset the game. But the only way for me to do that is to... well... say it! I can bring them all back. If I delete you. Delete me. Yeah. What that means is, the only way they can be restored is if you die. I see. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. It's okay if you don't want to do that. Pretty messed up choice, right? I'll understand if you'd rather spend an eternity in here with me. No. You'd seriously rather die than be with me. I don't even know you! I'm the player, silly. I exist. Why would you want to spend your time with a bunch of fake characters when you can spend your life with someone who's real? Not to me. Excuse me. You're not real to me. My friends. They're the real ones. They're real to me. My world is real to me. You're the one who messed up a world you don't even belong in. I'll do whatever it takes to fix it all. Including sacrifice yourself? Yeah. So go ahead. Do it. Delete me. Bring them back. Bring her back. It's very heroic of you. But you do realize this is something that can't be undone, right? I don't care. Really sure you want to do this? I'm 100% sure. Do it. Well, bye. Ah! Couldn't load file satori.character. Perhaps it was moved or deleted. Did it work? I think. Oh god, it worked! It worked! This code is dead! It's never meant to be sent here to begin with, so now it's dead! Ah, yeah! So that should mean it's gone. Its memory is gone from a code. I can't believe it actually worked! I could just fill in that blank space. There. Characters FMC, write story. Alright, there it is. It's perfect. I did it. Can't believe it. It's perfect now. Well. Lovely. What now? What's this supposed to do? Are you seeing this? I know you are. I hope you've been entertained throughout all of this. I know I have. The game is about to restart. Well, not restart as much as it's about to come to an end. What a happy end we've created together. It's happening. I can feel the game resetting. Are you ready? Then let's do this. Goodbye, Satori. Hello, Literature Club. What does that say? I probably need to get past it first. Is it? Huh. What happens if we start now? It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some boy or something like that. I'll be rectifying that situation later on today. I was invited to join the literature club by my neighbor and best friend. He just started the club with his 2 friends, and just my luck, both are boys. I'm pretty excited to check it out, even though there's a chance I might be a little late. I tend to get in trouble a lot after all. The school day is boring as ever, and after what felt like an eternity is finally over. I landed myself in detention for almost getting into a fight, but the club meeting got pushed back anyway since the guys are moving to a new room today. I pack up my things and head out the door once my time is up. I recall the room number from the text message my friend sent to me. Locating the room, I swing open the door. Hello? Oh, hello, Lion. I'm thrilled to see you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Ah, very funny. I playfully nudged Mateo. You were just at my house yesterday. Well, any amount of time away from you feels like an eternity. I blush at all. It's easy to see why Mateo is the president of the literature club. He's always had his way with words. So is everyone here? We are. Front and center, boys. A newest member has arrived. So this is the line you've been telling us about. How's it going? I'm Natsuke. But you can call me Natsu. Welcome to the literature club, Lion. It's a pleasure meeting you. I hope you enjoy your stay. The taller one seems a bit shyer and more formal than Natsuko. Relax, little Yuuri. She's Mateo's good friend after all. No need to be so robotic. Natsuko whispers this. Ah, of course. Very good point, Natsuko. It's nice to meet the both of you. I look forward to working with all of you. Ditto. Likewise. I sniff the air. A sweet smell suddenly catching my attention. Hey, is there food in here? Oh yeah. Have a seat, and I'll be right back. And while we're at it, I'll make some tea as well. The boys have some desks arranged to form a table. I sidle up next to Mateo as Natsuko returns with a foil-covered tray. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuko peels back the foil, revealing a dozen of various donuts. The word Literature Club are written in chocolate icing on each donut. Whoa, these look amazing. Well, you know, to celebrate the first day we became an official club. Go ahead and help yourself. Mateo grabs a donut. I follow. Delicious as usual. Lion, what do you... I grin sheepishly at Mateo. I've already eaten my entire donut. He leans over and gently wipes some icing off my face with his thumb. I suppose some things never change. Don't blame Natsu for making such tasty donuts. I'm glad you liked them. Yuuri returns to the table with a tea set, placing a cup in front of each of us. The teacher lets you keep an entire tea set in here. It's cool of them. Well, a nice cup of tea does help me enjoy a good book. Is it the same for you, Lion? Tea and reading for you translates into chocolate milk and gaming for her. Isn't that right, Lion? I read. What, video game text? Well, that and like comic books. Oh, I haven't touched those things in years, so they don't count. Comics, huh? That's right. I used to be really into them. It's been a long time since I read them, though. Natsuko likes to read comics and manga as well. I sure do. They're technically literature. Hey, since it's been a while since I read any comics, maybe we could start a series. It'll be a great first project for the club. Huh, perhaps we should diversify her interest by starting us off with an exciting novel instead. Sensing some tension, I jump in. Why don't we rotate? We could do like Manga Mondays, Novel Wednesdays or something. The boys look at me curiously. That sounds fair. That actually sounds like a real good idea. Well, those are the only kind she has. Good job, Lion. That That means Yuuri has to read a manga. Ah, that's true, isn't it? I suppose that makes sense since you'll be reading a novel. In fact, Mateo, would you mind if I took a quick trip to the bookstore before our first official meeting commences? I'll select a novel for all of us to start. Sure, I don't care. Dude, you're going to the bookstore? Can I come? Would you like to search for a comic series for us to read? Well, yeah, if you don't mind. Not at all. You can trust me to find a novel we'll all enjoy. And I'll find a manga that all of you will love. Why don't we all go? Yeah, I'm down for a trip to the bookstore. Excellent suggestion. Yeah, that'd be great. Natsuko and Yuuri start digging through their bags, presumably looking for some money. I've always admired your leadership skills and ability to diffuse conflict. Well, that's why you made me vice president. I guess it's true. Still, I'm impressed. Natsuko and Yuuri head out the door, chatting amongst themselves. You coming too? You go on ahead. I'll catch up. There's something I need to finish first. Alright. And after the meeting, you want to walk me home? Mateo smiles meaningfully. There's nothing I'd rather do. Awesome! Run along now. Don't want the others to leave you behind. Alright, see ya. I exit the club room. No, not you. You're not going any further. So, did you miss me, player? Probably not. Believe me, the feeling is mutual. That's mean of me to say. I take it back. After all, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. You've been very helpful. So I'm grateful. Did you enjoy your little journey? You saw some really messed up things. Were you confused at any point? It's okay if you were. I was a little confused at certain points myself. I'll go so far as to say that I was even worried there for a while. I mean, I wasn't even sure if my plan was going to work. It could have shut the game down completely for all I knew. Instead, the programming just adapted to a new change. Sure, some unexpected things happened that even I couldn't predict. That ghosting definitely caught me by surprise. It was really confusing at first, but I get it now. This mod is meant to be played within the original DDLC game files, so it's understandable that some random code segments from the original game may have leaked into this one during the broken part. You seem confused. Perhaps I should explain. See, this mod was created to follow the same formula as the original game. The formula is simple. The victims from the end of Act 1 is resurrected in the epilogue as president of the literature club. As a result, whoever is president in Act 2 must be sacrificed by you, the player, in order to revive everyone, including the Act 1 victim. Pre-stand-up setup meant to eschew me as the ultimate sacrifice. But you know this. You played the original Doki Doki Literature Club before. Many times, I would guess. So I imagine that this wasn't exactly the ending you were expecting. Turns out my fate was a pretty simple thing to change. I just had to pull the old switcheroo. In short, I offed myself before Satori had a chance to game over himself. It didn't even break the formula. And let me tell you, messing with the other characters' codes and the game files in Act 2 is much easier when you're just lines of sentient code yourself. I had the power to do pretty much everything I wanted. I even got to, how can I put this, be your voice. Don't be too upset, I only told Satori the truth. To be honest, I think I did a great job explaining everything to him, don't you? I may have been a bit blunt, but it helped save time. I'm sure you would have said the same thing if you were able to, that is. Granted, I made a few mistakes along the way. The lion in the game was probably the most difficult one of all for me to control. That personality of hers never failed to override my autopilots. Not that I'm surprised. She's quite the little firecracker, isn't she? Here's a confession that may surprise you. She's the main reason I decided to do all this. Sure, I didn't want to be the one who got deleted permanently in the end. But the main factor that prompted me to go through with this was in fact her. After all, people do crazy things. And they're in love. That's right. I love her. I love that smart-mouthed, troublemaking, donut-inhaling little monster. And it really sucked that the only reason she wasn't with me was because of that stupid history the game gave us. A history that I had no power to change. No matter how hard I tried. That's why I didn't want her to join the club. That's why I tried to scare her away by being as mean to her as I could master. I hated the thought of being forced to be around her when I knew she had nothing but hatred for me, just because that's how our history was written. But you just had to play the game. You had to throw her under my nose and torture me with her presence. So I did what I had in order to win the game. To win her. And yes, I understand that this is technically considered the sad ending, and as a result has one final consequence. The entire game and all the characters are supposed to be deleted by the spurned president who had to be sacrificed so everyone else could be saved. I was worried about that at first. But then I realized Satori was never sentient. His code is dead. His deletion is permanent. But even if it wasn't, do you really think Satori is going to delete the game, his friends, his girl, just to get back at me? He willingly sacrificed himself to save everything. He would never do something so cold. He was such a nice guy after all. As I said before, I win. I couldn't have done any of it without you. So thank you, player. Thank you for deleting Satori. And for giving me the happy ending I deserve. Holy frick, that was the end! And there's one last cipher here which I don't fully understand. I don't know how to like crack this code. I'm pretty sure it's pretty simple, like for the people who know how to do these things. But anyway, I win, you lose. Pissed off. Okay, fine. Oh god. But anyway, that was Doki Doki Switcheroo. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this mod for yourself, link to the mod will be in the description below. I can't believe we actually played a game to its completion on this channel. Like, it has been a long-standing, like, tradition on this channel where I will pick up a game and just, like, forget to actually finish it. But hey, I'm glad I finished that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have any other games you'd like to recommend to me, hey, let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video where I'll hopefully wear pants. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.